Hi, welcome to section 6, styling your application with Angular material. In this section, we're going to learn how to create Angular material cards. We're going to learn how to display your data in tabs. We're also going to create a stepper form. And then, we're going to learn how to give users feedback with snack bars. And as usual, we're going to end up with a quiz. So, welcome to part 1 of material cards. In this video, we're going to take a look at what cards are in Angular, and then we're going to create some cards so we can display our data in a much more meaningful way. Now, it might sound obvious, but material cards are simply rectangles resembling real-world cards that display a summary of information that can be then clicked into for more detailed information. With Angular material cards, you can add things like text, images, and buttons. And you can see cards used right across the web at the minute. If you look at anything that Google produces, it's heavily based on cards. And also if you go to the Apple website, you'll see cards in use there on their homepage. So I think we should dive in and create our cards. If you fire up your application in API, you'll see that our information is currently being displayed in lists. Now we have actually used cards before. If we click into some of these, we can see this computer science is displayed on a card. But in this section, we're going to look more deeply at that and how we can add more information to that. So we're going to modify this list and make them all cards. Okay, so if you head into your IDE, the first thing we need to do with any Angular material module, or any Angular module for that instance, is add it to the app.module.ts file. You should have already done this previously, but just check here that you have the mat card module, and that's been imported. And then head over to the assignments component. You'll see here that we have our mat list. Now we want to transform this into a card. So I think it's probably safer if we comment this out for now. What we can do is create a mat card wrapper. Okay, and within this card we want to add our ng4. And as we did with the list, we want to iterate through the assignments. Okay, and what I'll do here is create a header div tag, just so all our header information is within one tag. And then you can use a mat card title to create the title of your card. In our title, I think we want our assignment name, seems pretty logical. So with string interpolation, grab the assignment name. And the next thing you can add to a mat card is a mat subtitle. And what I think we'll do here is add an ngIf. So we'll say, if it's been submitted, mark as submitted as a subtitle. And if not, we'll just add the due date to it. Assignment's been submitted. If that equals true, we'll set a subtitle to submitted. We'll just make this more readable. And then we'll create another mat card subtitle to say if it hasn't been submitted, give a due date. ngIf assignment.submitted again equals false. We'll say due and then the assignment due date. Okay, and we'll just make this more readable. And if you remember back to previous videos, this is going to create a long sort of string. It's not very favourable to the human eye. So what we can do is use the date pipe to make that more human readable. Okay, so there's our title and subtitles. Let's go off to our application and see how that's looking. Okay, so you should be able to see now faintly that these are within cards. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is add some card content. So in our template, below our header, we'll create a mat card content. And we don't actually have that within our model at the moment, so we'll just create some stock text just to see it in action. And again, make that more readable. And then typically what a card features at the end is a call to action, so we can add a button here. Let's declare it as a mat card actions. Then within that we can create a button. And again, we've used Angular material buttons before, so we can use whichever type we like. I think I'll use a flat button. Give it a colour of link. That's going to make it very plain, so it's not going to stand out too much. And we'll simply say details, and what we'll do is make this button send us to the details page of each of these assignments. We look down to our previous list. We had a method here called click set selected assignment. So we can simply add this within the button. And what this method is going to do is navigate us to the assignment with the assignment ID as we previously set up. Okay. Another thing you can add to a card is a footer. And what this will do is anchor a piece of text right to the bottom of the card. So let's add that as well. Mac card footer. And we'll simply say pack publishing. So let's go and see if we've got our content, our actions, and our footer. So you can see here we have our Mac card content, and then we have our detailed button. Now we made that very plain. It could be a very jazzy button if you like, whatever you like to do. Then we also have our footing, which is aligned right to the bottom left. So in this video, we've learned about what cards are in Material,